Welcome back to the game room. I know it's been a minute since I've made an actual review video about anything. I've been doing a lot of streaming lately. Thanks to each and every one of you who tune in, ask questions, send your game requests. But today, we're going to be doing a little modification on the V-pin. I've been on this quest for flipper feedback, right? So some people use the contactor, some people use Solenoids, some people use the Thunderclaps. So today I'm going to be putting my Thunderclaps, which are currently installed in my V-pin that you see right here behind me, up against the SW3 starter solenoid. So this is a 12 volt Ford truck starter solenoid, relatively cheap, around 12 bucks. I did have these parts sent to me by a friend who wanted me to do this review, so I was happy to do it. I'm actually happy to see, or excited to see, what's going to be the turnout. These have not disappointed me. I still have them in my machine. I just want to see what the difference is between the solenoid. They're very popular amongst a lot of V-pin cabinet builders out there. I think from what I've seen or heard, these will give you more of that authentic flipper sound. I know I might piss off some V-pin builders out there, or actual V-pin, or not even V-pin, just pinball purists out there. But I want to put these up against each other, see what happens. We're going to make a quick video, and without any further delay, let's jump into it. So before we jump into this, there is one very important component that you guys need to be aware of. My virtual pinball machine is actually a 24 volt machine as far as the solenoid feedback and, you know, the goodies inside. So this being 12 volt and these running on plug and play 24 volt, we have to take into consideration that we need to reduce that voltage for this guy. So I have two of these guys here. So what these are basically voltage reducers. You can see right there, you can put in 15 to 40 volts and the output is 12 volts. So we should be good to go. There's some good reviews on these on Amazon. So I'm gonna be putting one in line with each one of these to make sure that we don't overload that solenoid. And I'll give you guys my honest opinion on what I think about, you know, the actual feedback is from the solenoid itself, whether or not continuous hold is going to be a problem or not. From what I've seen, it shouldn't be, but we will find out. So let's get this machine opened up and get into the project. All right, gang, so we have the hood opened up on my V-pin right here. You can see I have the Thunderclap on the right side still intact. I have removed the Thunderclap from the left side of the table. And right here, you have your 24 volt feed. The yellow is going to be your positive, and the black is going to be your ground. So I'm going to go ahead and put the voltage reducer in line with this. So that's step number one. And then luckily, these holes that are already tapped in for the Siemens that come on the machine is a perfect fit for the bottom of the solenoids. See, you can see one over here. So I can use the stock bolts to just zip that right in there and hold it right in place. So let's get that hooked up right quick. All right, so we have the voltage reducer in line. Got a couple wire nuts there. So again, the yellow going to the red is your 24 volt, black and black. It's going to be your ground. And then, you know, you can see it's on the inside. So we're just going to take this yellow wire and mount and actually just hook it up the same way that we took out the Thunderclap and make this our power and our ground. So moving right along. All right, so we have the now 12 volt power connected to the proper post on the top of the solenoid there. The last thing we need to do is mount these two holes to the back into the side of the cabinet with these two little pre-drilled holes, and we're going to crimp in this ground into the base of the solenoid right there. We're just going to crimp it in there with the screw, and we should be able to test. So let's get this wrapped up. All right, here we go, finished product. So we have our positive post, and then we have the solenoid mounted. Oh, my bit's still hanging out in there. We got the solenoid mounted. It's got the pre-existing holes, so you literally just zip it in. It takes 2 seconds. Inline voltage reducer, which is also nice and tight on the wire nuts there. So we're good. I'm gonna power this up and test it and see what the difference is between this guy and that guy. Let's do it. All right, guys, first test run. I've already gotten into it a little bit just because I couldn't wait, but I have to say, I am pretty impressed. So, got the fully mounted 12 volt SW3 solenoid, Thunderclap here. I have Elvira Scared Stiff up on the table right now. So let's give it the Thunderclap. And then now we're gonna head over here. Man, it really is crispy. Now keep in mind, I got the hood up here, so it probably sounds a lot louder and way more on the high end, but the feedback on the side of the cabinet is awesome. And I'm telling you, I have held this thing continuous hold for like 30 seconds, and I can't feel it getting warm at all. So I'm gonna hold this thing. Let's give it like 20 seconds or so. I'm gonna hang on to this and see if we can get it to heat up. But I mean, I am very impressed so far. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put the hood back down here. I'm gonna do some gameplay just to see how I feel about it. But let's go ahead and let go. You can hear it drop right back down. It's not even warm. It's literally not even warm. So again, got my inline 12 volt reducer right here from 24 to 12. It's literally plug and play. It takes 2 seconds to zip these screws in and just mount this solenoid. And so far, I am loving the difference. Now, here's one more thing to keep in mind. I know I got some flack for this because the Thunderclaps. So, right, let's push it a little faster. People don't really like that. I never really find myself playing a table where I'm mashing the flippers that fast, where it's too much for the Thunderclap to keep up with. But check this out, man, check this out. I mean, it's literally just as responsive. It's as fast as you can push it. So let me put this, let me get the playfield down and we'll do a little bit more gameplay testing. All right, guys, so here we go. Scared Stiff. I don't have the glass over the playfield yet because I'm probably just gonna do both flippers with this and button it up and call it a day. Let's shoot the ball, and I'm gonna try and play behind the tripod here. So again, Thunderclaps, and you got the solenoid on the left. Look at that. I mean, it keeps up just as fast as you can push it. I threw the lockdown bar back on just for aesthetics, but I'm not trying to concentrate on any real gameplay. I just want to give you guys the... When I cover it up with the glass, it's probably going to dampen the sound a little bit more, but the feedback on the cabinet is great. There's more of a thud on the cabinet with the Thunderclaps, whereas the solenoid is more of a crispy, quick click, like you would more than likely feel on a real flipper solenoid, or a flipper coil, I should say. So, yeah, let's shoot one more ball here. And then after that, I'm just going to go ahead and do both sides, button it up, and I'll show you one more quick gameplay video before I wrap this video up. But, yeah, I mean, I did not expect this $11, $12 solenoid to hold up with the continuous hold like that. I mean, I'm really just trying to get the sound on there, but you guys get the point. I mean, if you got a 24 volt deep pin and you're debating on what you want to do, I would use this 1,000 times over any Siemens contactor, and I might make a follow-up video to this, but as of right now, I'm liking it more than the Thunderclaps, man. And for the price, you can't beat it, but you can't knock the Thunderclaps either because they are built for this and they will stand the test of time. I think that they're brick shit houses, so I think they're good too. But anyway, let's pause this for now. Let me button the machine up. I'm gonna get the other solenoid put in, and then we'll play a little bit of gameplay and wrap up. All right, guys, so everything is buttoned up here. I have the glass over the table, the rails, the lockdown bar, everything is back on. I have my absolute favorite table of all time up right now, the original JP, and we're gonna do some gameplay. Now I wanna tell you guys, before I decided to film this last part of the video, I did play a few heavy games with the new solenoids in, and I gotta tell you, I'm really, really liking them. I know that this is nothing new, but for me and my machine, it's newer to me. But as far as flippers go and mashing those suckers, I have done the heat test on them, and they are, the only thing I've noticed is like slightly warming. That's it. I'm talking holding them continuously, mashing the crap out of them. Like, they really do stand up. And the best part about it is, like I said, instead of paying 50, 60 bucks for a contactor, or maybe $100 or whatever it is for the Thunderclaps, these are 11 bucks a piece. So even if you smoke one of them, you got another one here next day on Amazon for 11 bucks. So let's play a little bit. I'm gonna coin up a couple more. Got the volume up a little bit. And the one thing that I really want to point out is there is a distinction between the flipper feedback and the rest of the solenoids for your bumpers and slings. I really like that aspect of it. And you do get the cabinet feedback, the little knock on the cabinet with a like more of a high-pitched clack. So let's start this game and give you guys a little preview. Turn that volume up a little bit. Again, I am not going for high scores right now. Let's just go ahead and give you guys the look and feel. So you can hear that really snappy feedback on these solenoids. Now I can't even push them faster than that. There's no delay in the response time or anything. I mean, they're just on point. If I do have a problem with one of them or something getting too hot, I'll make a follow-up, but I really don't anticipate that, considering the fact that they're used pretty commonly. Let's do one more ball here. All right, so listen to the other knockers in there. If I can get it into one of the bumpers, so you can hear that clear distinction between the two. One more ball. There you go. And then you hear the flippers, and it's just no question about it. I'm going to be leaving these in. I really like the way this feels and sounds. I'm super happy with it. So, if you guys want to see any other reviews on this machine or got any questions or concerns, drop them in the comments. I do my best to get back to everybody. I'll try to throw a link in the description, so if you guys want to grab these on Amazon, I think for the whole kit to set this up, it was maybe like 30 to 40 bucks. And then even if you smoke one of the solenoids, it's only 11 bucks a pop after that. And that's in, the original purchase is going to be with the voltage reducers. So let me know what you guys think. Please like, share, subscribe. Make sure you mash that bell, get your alerts for my live streams. But there you have it, the SW3 Ford truck solenoid 12 volt swap with the Thunderclaps. I am thoroughly pleased. I'll see you guys in the next one.